Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to do a video that a lot of people have done in the past, but I was actually quite curious about it myself. I'm going to be testing drugstore makeup versus more higher end / professional makeup to actually see if there's any difference in the quality and the effect of how the makeup is. We're looking at how easy it is to glide on, the longevity of it, etc, etc. I've never just used drugstore makeup on its own, and I've never really used just professional makeup on its own. I'm going to do half and half. I've tried to match the products in terms of shade as well as possible. It is Christmas. It is a festive season. This is where you can get your red lippy out. Do a blackish, black grey smoky eye, and I'm going to do a red lip. First of all, let's start with concealer. For drugstore, we've got the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD Concealer. So you guys know that this is probably one of my favorite products, and I've probably got like every shade. Honestly, like they just keep on coming. And these are like most of my concealers are the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. For my orange corrector, I'm actually going to be using a MAC one again for the high-end makeup. So guys, I got a little bit ahead of myself and I started doing the concealing before I did the eye makeup. Cut that. I'm going to go in with the eyeshadow now, and I'll probably have to wipe off my concealer again, but you know, we all make mistakes from Makeup Revolution, and it's the Redemption Palette Mermaid versus Unicorns. So I'm going to be using a brown eyeshadow on both sides as well, just to blend it in. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Bear with me guys, I didn't actually have like actual drugstore eyeliner, so I'm going to be using a Kiko one, which is, I guess, close enough. This is a Bobbi Brown on it. So I thought whilst I was doing my concealer, I thought let me just do my lashes as well. I actually really like the ones I get from China. They have such a variety, they have thousands and thousands and thousands, so I prefer them. So far so good, I think they're on par with each other. I hope this is, as I said, this is a way for me to see the difference, as well as showing you the difference, and maybe do you need to pay like double, triple the amount when you can probably get the same effect. You'll see more of a flawless effect if you use the right tools as well. So now we are going to go on to the foundation. Maybelline Fit Me against Tom Ford Traces Perfecting Foundation. The reason why I'm choosing this foundation is because I think they are of similar colour. I would say the Tom Ford one goes a little bit more coverage, but this one is more of a matte foundation. So in comparison to the Maybelline one, it has more of a dewy finish, so meaning I'm probably not going to get as much coverage anyway, but colours are pretty similar though. So now we're going to get onto the powder, so I'm going to be using a Rimmel neutral translucent powder on this side, Ben 9 neutral set these powders. So for mascara, we're going to be using, so there's a place in Netherlands called Etos. Etos is like the equivalent of a Boots, so I bought their brand waterproof mascara. A Clinique Chubby Lash in Jumbo Jet. To the contouring, a sleek contour palette on this side, and we're going to be using an Anastasia Beverly Hills on this side. Sleek pigments are pretty insane. I absolutely love. So next up is the highlighter battle. So we've got my little crusty, very broken, my Makeup Revolution Baked Highlighter in Golden Light. A Huda Beauty Winter Highlighter Palette. That is pretty banging as well. Oh. Alright, for the brows, we're going to be using a L'Oreal Genius Artist Brow Kit on this side, and we're going to be using a Smashbox on this side. They're both powders. Right, brows are done. Last thing to do, we need to do the lipstick. On this side we have Collection 2000, and on this side we got Huda Beauty, their matte lip gloss. So it's going to be slightly off colour because I know the red isn't exactly the same. So Huda, 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 Huda. I must say it's a lot easier to just use a liquid lipstick than this side. Really nice definition, whereas this side is just a bit smudgy. I can't really get that right. Right guys, what do you think? Can you really see a massive difference? Drugstore, high-end. To be honest, I'm actually surprised for me how similar they are. Huda highlighter, fine, that's like, woo, beaming. Looking insane, but if you had the Makeup Revolution one, I think that, what, cost you about £5? Like you would equally be as banging. You just need to probably put a hell of a lot more on, but you would still get the same effect. Eye makeup, I'm really surprised that the Makeup Revolution one, it didn't drop or fade. Usually I put an eyeshadow pen underneath just because I want intensity, especially when it comes to black. But I must say that considering I haven't put anything underneath both of them as well, especially on this side, it has remained pretty dark. Actually, look, can you see? Smashbox one is coming off. In terms of eyebrows, I had to use some of the Smashbox on the L'Oreal side because the L'Oreal one was a little bit too light for me, so I did put it just here, but otherwise I used L'Oreal all here, and it's equally as good. If you're going to buy a Tom Ford foundation, it is a little bit of a treat. You're probably going to use it only on special occasions because of the price. But to be honest, it has given me the exact same effect as the Maybelline one. Probably the longevity of the Tom Ford one is going to be better. For the Maybelline one, I've used it all day, and it came off like a slight amount, but that's because I'm a makeup artist and I notice things like this. But on a normal person that thinks normally, they're not going to notice, and you will still end up looking really flawless by the end of the day. Lipstick wise, I'm gonna have to, I will definitely choose a Huda over Collection 2000. I really struggled to make the lines really defined, and it was quite smudgy, and I can imagine it rubbing off quite quickly, like even if I just touch it with my finger, whereas the Huda, like you can see that it's just with one stroke I was able to do real nice definition of my lips, and I know this is going to last all day. Eyeliner wise, nothing has smudged yet. Well, as I said, this is something I've never done before, and this is what I wanted to show you. A lot of things I do, I like to show you my natural reaction to things, or my first impressions of things. So it's been a little bit of an eye-opener for me as well, to make me think, hey, like, maybe should I start using more Maybelline foundations on my clients, as opposed to just using high-end stuff, if it does give the same effect. I need to buy expensive powders for setting, because I would say that the setting powder, the Rimmel setting powder, is actually, again, as great. I've never actually used a Makeup Revolution eyeshadow myself, and so today was the first time I used it, and I've used the most intense colour, probably the most riskiest colour out of the palette, since it is the darkest, but it's done really well. It's a shame it doesn't have a colour. It is this one, and I will zoom in on that. I hope this was really helpful. I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this video. It's made me realise today that I can really make it work with whatever I'm using. I will somehow make it work, even if it means I have to mix with other things, but I can make it work. So this has probably done so much better for my pocket. You reconsider a lot of things, so I hope it's done the same for you. And don't be afraid to try new things, even like makeup brands that no one's really heard of. Just try it out and give it a go, because this is how you learn what makeup works and what doesn't. Like, all the products I've used, even though I've mentioned them already, I'm gonna put them below as well. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that big like button. I will see you guys next time. Bye.